In this next video we're going to take a look at how we can synchronize the timing of multiple clips. If you missed the previous video on how we create a sequence and are unsure of how to do that, please head back to the previous video just to recap. So we now have our sequence. Remember, we can use the navigation bar at the bottom to zoom in and out, so I'm just going to zoom out so that I can see that full clip, and you can see it is approximately 11 minutes long. And I'm going to use that playhead to scrub through, just remembering how we navigate. Another good shortcut, one that I use a lot, is plus and minus on your keyboard. Now plus and minus will zoom in to where your playhead is. So again, just using them keyboard shortcuts just to kind of speed up your workflow and make that editing process a little bit slicker. So next thing I'm going to do is bring in my second clip, which is the second camera from this same recording. And I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to just drop it onto the timeline anywhere I want. You can see now we are now on video 2 and these clips are linked, and you can see here this was the main audio source for our video. You can see that the waveform looks much more what we'd expect it to look like. And this is the audio feed. You can see from the little lapel mic that we have on our subject here. This video track is the one that's captured the key audio that we want to use. So our track is on V1 and V2. So as we scrub to go over where that file is, because the second track is over the top, you can see that now in our program window we can see exactly what we want. Now this is something that needs to be lined up, so we can highlight both. So obviously we want the two tracks to be starting at the exact same point, so that when we cut between the two views, the audio is going to be synced and the lips are going to sync that correct audio source. So to do this, we highlight both tracks, right click and click synchronize, and we're going to, by default it may be clip start or clip end, but we're going to use the audio. So what Premiere is going to do is going to analyze the audio and it's going to line it up, so it's going to match up the audio of the two tracks to make sure that everything is in sync and lined up correctly. This is why it's important, if you are doing a multicam setup, although we have our main audio feed, make sure that you do record an audio within that second camera. So I'm just going to click OK, and this process does take a little bit of time. So our synchronization has been applied, and you can see that the position of the two clips has jumped. So now, if we listen back to our video.
If you're running a game in the back.
Let's find a little bit.
Your keyboard and mouse are entirely down to your personal preference.
So we can see that both clip 1 and clip 2 are in sync. So to prove this, remember that we have our audio is linked to the clip that is on track 2. And I'm just going to make that track invisible for now. And I'm also going to mute the audio from our first clip. So our wide master shot, I'm going to mute that audio, so we're going to be double checking that the audio from clip 2 that is captured on his microphone has been synced with the visuals of track of our first track, our wide master shot.
Have no impact on your streaming setup. Okay, so your microphone. Can be in.
So we can see clearly there that everything is in sync, which is great.